feeling insecure can really limit our potential. If we're feeling like we're not enough, that we're not capable of things or capable of being a certain way, it can just really limit what we're able to do and achieve. And I can't be the only one that's battled tons with insecurity. And I guess I've found yoga a really good tool to be able to navigate my way through certain insecurities. Yoga allows you to really connect to yourself, to connect with yourself, and to be comfortable, I guess, and feel more safe within your body. And so that's what I've tried to create, a little practice to help you do the same. Like, it's not a cure, but hopefully kind of can help and support a little bit in those times of really feeling super insecure. Bring along blocks, they'll be really useful. But I hope you enjoy it. We're going to start seated. So come to the mat, sit yourself down. You can use any blankets or props that will make you a little more comfy. Rest the palms down onto the thighs. Roll the shoulders back. Really take your time to release it out, and then sit up tall. Crown of the head lifting up. And maybe you close the eyes or lower the gaze. And when, I don't know, I'm feeling feelings of insecurity, it can be a lot. It can feel not safe in my own body. And so I think one of the best things that we can do is to find a breath, find a deep connecting breath to bring us back to ourselves. So just take a couple of deep breaths here, just to kind of bring yourself into the space, maybe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then we're going to find a counted breath. Sometimes it can feel chaotic, insecurity, like our mind is always wanting to capture and become part of other things so that we don't have to focus in on ourselves because we don't feel safe there. So we're going to count breath, inhaling in through the nose and exhaling out through the nose. So when you next inhale, inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And keep this count going in your head. Breathing in and out for the same length. You could take that out to 5 to 6. You could bring it back to 3. But finding that equal breath, that symmetrical breath, that calming breath. And using that count to stay connected, to bring you away from any of those other thoughts, to-do lists, worries that are threatening to drag you away. And when you've taken one more breath like this, your counted breath, just bring it back to your normal breath. A more natural breath, breath that you do without thinking. And then slowly flutter open the eyes. We're going to place the soles of the feet down to the mat. We're going to kind of jump straight in, because when I'm feeling insecure, like, I think that is what I keep going back to. I don't feel safe. I don't feel like I want my own body, or I want what is in my mind. And so let's go straight into kind of the maybe uncomfortable. Let's really do some things that connect us in, make us feel our bodies. We're going to find it with a bit of a flow. So press the soles of the feet into the mat, roll the shoulders back, lift the arms. And then bring the hands forward, palms facing up. Curl your spine, so pressing the back behind you like a cat pose. And roll yourself down to the mat. Now press the palms into the mat. Bring those feet back a little closer. And press into the palms as you lift the hips. Finding a bridge pose, then releasing the bum back down to the mat. Now can you lift the soles of the feet? Dangle the legs above you. And then bring the hands to the back of the thighs. Roll yourself back up. And then as we inhale, we find that length in the spine. We're going to find this a couple more times. Exhale, take the hands out in front. Curl yourself down. Bring the feet in slightly. Press palms down into the mat. Reach the hips up on your inhale. Exhale, bring the hips back down. Inhale, reach the legs high. And then bring the hands to the back of the thighs. Roll yourself up on the exhale. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, palms out in front. Curl it down. Press palms down, wiggle feet back. Inhale, lift hips. Exhale, release hips. Inhale, lift feet up. And exhale, hands around thighs, roll it up. And this time, cross the legs in front of you. Come on to all fours. Now let's keep connecting to that breath. It helps us to feel steady and to feel grounded and to kind of get more in touch with our bodies. So inhale to drop the belly, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, finding your cow pose. And then take the whole exhale to press your spine up towards the ceiling. Press up through the hands. Inhale, take the whole inhale to shift that shape. Exhaling to press the spine up towards the ceiling. Let's find one more each way here. Inhaling to lift the head, the shoulders. Exhale, send the spine up towards the ceiling. And then just come back through neutral. Now keep the hands connected. Keep that neutral spine so you're not dipping, you're not going up, you're staying in the center. And then reach that right leg back, toes pointing down, leg in line with hip. As you inhale, can you bring your knee into your nose, press your spine up towards the ceiling, and then exhale to take the leg out. Yeah, it's a bit hot, I know. Try and keep that weight centered. Inhale, bring the knee in, as close to the nose as you can. Exhale, send it out. And then bring it in for one last time. Press that spine up towards the ceiling. Exhale, send it out. And can you ground that foot? So toes are pointing towards the side of the mat, like a warrior two. You can always take, if this feels really wobbly, it is quite wobbly, you can take this left foot slightly out to the side to give you a little bit of a kickstand. Reach your right arm high, peel that right hip back, and then can you take two big circles, hand coming towards the floor, and then sweeping all the way around, coming up. And then take it back the other way for two circles. Really sweeping that arm back, or you peel your right hip back, opening up the body. And then press the right hand back down to the mat. Bring your right knee with you. Inch your hands just in front of your shoulders. Tuck your toes, press your hips high, downward facing dog. Just take a couple of breaths here, maybe padding the heels down to the floor one at a time, maybe shaking out the head. Yes, no. And then with your next inhale, can you lift your right leg up and take as many steps as you need to bring the foot all the way through between the feet. Lower that back knee. And bring blocks with you if you've got them. Blocks, book-shaped items, anything that feels good. Now stack that heel underneath the knee. And bring the arms high and really kind of open yourself up here. Feel like the lift. We've kind of done a lot of closed in poses. Reaching yourself up, roll the shoulders back. Feeling that opening. And then maybe using your block, you've got a couple of options here. So you could plant this right hand down onto the block. You could just leave it dangling. So dangling above the floor, or you could press your hand down if that feels okay for you. And then I want you to reach your left arm over. But I want you to not fold over, to keep open. Keep that right knee over ankle and pointing forward as you find this side bend. And then bring it up to center, take it over to the other side. Again, maybe the hand on the block on any level. Finding this the other way. Finding this opening up through the side. And then gently take the hands down. Just take those blocks slightly out in front of you. We might use them in a bit. Wiggle this right foot over to the side. Bring your hands to the inside of that foot. Knee is pointing in the same direction as the toes. As we find our lizard lunge, sink the hips, roll the shoulders back. You might have your hands on the floor, or maybe your hands on blocks here. And then we're going to straighten this front leg. Maybe peeling the right toes up, maybe blocks come with you and allow you to roll your shoulders back, keep a lift in the chest here. Exhale, can you bend that knee? Maybe bring the blocks back through, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. And then exhale to take it back. Inhale, creep it forward. Roll the shoulders back, sink the hips, exhale, lengthen. And just stay here this time, finding a little lift through the chest, rolling those shoulders back, hands might be on blocks. Ooh, just feeling that right hip peeling back, trying to keep that straight spine as you press the bum back. And then gently bending the front knee, shifting those blocks back out of the way. We're going to wiggle this right foot all the way over. It's like it's doing a fun little dance, all the way over to the left hand. And then bring that right knee behind right wrist to find our pigeon pose. You might tuck your back toes and just wiggle your leg out a bit longer, knee back a little, and then untuck it again. You might find a block or a blanket underneath your right hip or even both hips. And the purpose of that is to feel more steady and stable, to feel more like both of your hips are sinking in the same way. And then you might crawl it down to blocks, maybe crawling your arms out in front of you. Finding whatever feels good here and taking a moment to connect back in. Connecting to the breath. Remember, if your mind is really trying to escape and to find other things to focus on, maybe using this as an opportunity to count that breath again. It's such a great way for when, like, I find it a lot and I'm like, how on earth can I stay still? Or how on earth can I not think about other things? Just bringing it to that count where you have to keep that count going. And you know what's coming, it's not difficult. We know how to count. It just allows you to kind of be able to come back to that moment, come back to that space. Take one more breath here. And then tuck your chin into your chest as you slowly walk your hands back towards you. Now we're going to swing this back leg all the way round to the front. Lengthening it out, right foot is coming in to the left thigh, so sole of the foot into the left thigh. You might want to just shift your bum out of the way slightly. You want to feel really grounded and connected through your bum, through your glutes. Flex that extended foot, bring those little toes, well there's one little toe, but all of the ones that aren't the big toe back towards you, because likely they are away and your big toe's coming back. bring your little toes back too. Reach the arms high. Stretch out your spine, find that length, releasing that right knee out to the side, and keep that length as you press the bum back and fold it down. Another opportunity to use the blocks here. Press the blocks, give yourself a little more length. You can have your hands as close up to your body as feels good to keep that length in the spine. Find one more breath here. And then tuck the chin into the chest as you walk your hands back towards you. Roll your head up. And then step this right foot over the left thigh. All the way over. Keep that right sole of the foot down to the mat. And then reach your right arm up, circle it back as you hug left elbow around your right knee, finding a twist to the side. Keep sitting up tall here. Really extending that crown of the head and thinking with each inhale of lifting, of lengthening, and exhale, maybe you twist a little further. Be cautious on the neck. It can feel quite tempting to like gaze back, thinking that that's twisting us further. But kind of allow your head to come the same distance as where your body is turning. Be gentle on the neck. One more breath here. And then gently come back to center. Just take this right leg out long. Just give the legs a little wiggle and then step the soles of the feet to the floor. Hands behind you, fingertips pointing towards the feet. And just release the hips, reach them up. It doesn't have to be particularly high. And then bring them back down. And then cross your legs. Come back over to that all fours position. And let's just connect back to the breath by finding that cat-cow again. So inhaling to drop the belly, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Exhale, take your time as you find your cat shape. Inhaling, taking the whole inhale to travel back, dropping the belly, arching the spine. Exhale to round. Take one more each way. And then come back to a neutral spine. Really spread those fingers. Feel connected back to the earth again, back to the mat. And this time we're going to take our left foot back behind us, toes facing down, foot in line with that hip, keeping that weight even and centered. Inhale, bring the knee into the nose. Press the spine up towards the ceiling, bring it in, and then exhale, take it out long. Reach it out. Inhale, bring it in. Really reaching, maybe kissing that knee, pressing the spine up, and then taking it out long. One more, bringing the knee all the way in. Hello, little knee, taking it out. Oh, and then grounding that left foot to the earth, like warrior 2 foot-ish. Toes pointing towards the side of the mat. Remember, you can use this right foot to find a little more balance by taking it out. We're going to peel this left arm all the way up. Peel that left hip back. And then reach that left arm overhead and take it on a massive loop as it circles all the way round. One more circle this way. And then take it back the other way. Really opening up through the body. And then place that hand back down. Place the knee back down. Hands come slightly in front of the shoulders. Tuck the toes and peel back up to your downward facing dog. Taking a moment here, spreading those fingers wide. Rolling the shoulders back, maybe bending the knees. As you send your hips high and send the chest back towards the shins. Now with your next inhale, lift the left leg And then as many steps as it takes, bringing that left foot through between your hands, grabbing a hold of those blocks, placing them one each side, and lifting yourself up to your lunge here. Making sure that that knee is stacked over ankle, reaching the arms high, finding this openness again. Like the arms are reaching up, but they're not really tight. They're relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed and back. Take this opportunity up, upright and open. I've got a lovely view this way, out into the sun as spring just starts to appear. Maybe if you've got a similar, just letting the light shine on you. And then bringing your left hand down to a block, or it can be hovering, it can be to the floor. Lift your right arm up and over. Side bending, keeping the rest of your body upright. And then inhaling to lift all the way up. Over to the other side, right hand to block, or hovering, keep that left knee pointing forward and stacked over the ankle. Reach that left arm over. And then bring it all the way up. Blocks shift in front of you, still in reach as you wiggle this left foot out to the side of the mat, hands to the inside of the foot. We're finding our lizard lunge here. Remember, your hands can be connected to blocks here to give you a little more length. Roll the shoulders, open the chest, and then exhale, lengthen this front leg, toes coming up towards you. You can use the blocks, they can come a little further back. Keep the shoulders back and chest lifted, and then bring it forward. Exhaling to lengthen. Bringing your blocks wherever you need them. Keeping that spine as long as you can. Taking it back. Really lifting the chest here. And then for this one, keep it lengthened for a little longer. Roll the shoulders back. Press the hips back. Maybe finding it deepen as you next exhale. And then gently bending the front leg. Blocks still within reach, but just shifting them out of the way. Wiggle this left foot all the way over behind the right. I was going to say right heel, right hand heel, the right wrist. And then maybe tuck that right leg as you inch your knee back and then untuck it. Block can come underneath left hip or both, to kind of find that steadiness, to find that equality on both sides. And then maybe you take yourself down. You could take yourself down to a block. You could extend your arms out long. And letting your hips sink, coming back into yourself. If that feels scary, maybe finding that breath to focus on. Just count it. All you have to do is get to 4 and then get to 4 again. Keep breathing. Maybe with every breath out, feeling yourself get a little heavier, sinking into the floor a little more. Final breath here. And tuck your chin into your chest. Walk your hands back towards you. Swing this right leg all the way round. Take it long. Left sole of the foot comes to the inside of the right thigh. Flex that right foot. Little toe peeling back towards you. Inhale, rise the arms. And keep that length in the spine as you exhale to take the bum back and fold it down. Send that left knee out. Hands could come to blocks. As far up the leg as you need to still keep that length through the spine. Rolling the shoulders back. Finding this bow And just noticing, like, if you're looking at me and thinking, that's not what it looks like for me, everyone looks different. I spent many hours of yoga watching people in these positions and thinking, that doesn't look anything like me when I'm in that. And honestly, I can't say enough how much it doesn't matter. Our bodies are so different, it would be impossible for us all to look the same. So just trying to breathe that away, because if we're already feeling insecure, that sort of stuff can, oh boy do I know, start like wildfire. Just notice it, just notice. It's the first step to then pushing it away, letting it go. Tuck your chin into your chest as you walk your hands all the way back up. And then step this left foot all the way over, plant that sole of the foot down into the ground, lift your left fingertips to the sky, reach them behind you as right elbow hugs your left knee, find your twist. Really reach up through the crown of the head, press that left foot into the floor, reaching tall on the inhale, maybe exhaling to twist a little further, keeping a softness in the neck, not reaching the neck back behind you. Take one more breath here. Sit up as tall as you can. And then gently release it back to the front. Send your leg out, give your legs a little shake. And then bring the soles of the feet to the mat. We're going to finish as we began. We're going to find that curving little flow again. And hopefully this will feel familiar, which can help us find a little more grounding and safety inside ourselves. Inhale, rise the arms. Exhale, send the arms out in front, palms facing up. Curve yourself down as you roll onto the mat. Hands come down to the mat, feet slightly in. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, reach the bum back down. Inhale, lift the feet. Hands behind the thighs. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, palms out in front like you're carrying a tray. Roll yourself back. Place your hands down, feet slightly in. Inhale, rise the hips. Exhale, release them down. Inhale, lift the feet. Hands behind your thighs. Exhale, roll it up. Inhale, lift the arms. Last time. Exhale, reach your palms out. Curl yourself down. Plant hands into mat, wiggle feet back. Inhale, rise the hips. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the feet and stay here this time. You just take some circles with your ankles. We're not going back up, we're staying down on the floor. Taking them both ways. Maybe pointing, flexing. And then gently bring the soles of the feet down to the ground. Take your feet as wide as the mat, arms out to a T shape, and just gently rock the knees from side to side. Maybe the eyes are closing now. And then send your legs out long. Snuggle your shoulders underneath you, and can you press right hand to belly, left hand to heart. Relax your toes, relax your jaw, your forehead. And let's connect back into that counted breath. Breathing in for 4, 3, 2, 1, and out for 4, 3, 2, 1. In for 4, 3, 2, 1, and out for 4, 3, 2, 1. In for 4, 3, 2, 1, and out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping that breath going, keeping that count going in your head. for as long as you would like. And then when you're ready to, releasing your hands out, palms facing up, curling fingertips into your palms. And this is where I leave you. As long as you've got for a Shavasana to just release and let go, then take it. I just want to leave you by saying that everything that you want and you need is in here. However corny, however cheesy it feels, it's in here. Sending lots of love.